today I'm going to be sharing my opinions and my experience on how to dress androgynously. So I'm going to be mainly talking about how I dress for my body type. Because that's what I have experience on. So hopefully this can be useful to some people. So to start off, I would say mixing tight clothes and loose clothes is really good. For example, if I wear skinny jeans, I'm also going to wear a shirt that's slightly oversized. However, I think the best way to go, no matter what your body type is or gender assigned at birth, it is better to go for slightly loose pants, unless you naturally are thinner, which I am, so I feel more comfortable in skinny pants and skinny jeans. But if you are assigned female at birth and maybe curvier or slightly on the heavier side, wearing slightly looser pants and a more tight fitting shirt and binding can create a more androgynous look. If you were assigned male at birth, skinny jeans without showing your genital area, to be crass, and a loose shirt is good. I would also recommend layering on top. Sorry, my dog is over there. Layering on top, no matter what gender you identify as or what you were born as. Layering on top, for example, I'm wearing a v-neck right now and you can kind of see my binder, so I have a sweatshirt on to kind of cover that up. In general, I would say avoid v-necks because of that reason. However, I feel comfortable right now because it is cold outside and it is cold in my room, so I can get away with wearing a jacket. So when you go shopping, I know fast fashion companies aren't the best to support. However, some companies like Forever 21 Men's, where I buy a lot of my clothes from, a lot of their clothes, sorry, my dog's right here, a lot of their clothes in the men's section are actually quite good. Also in the plus size section, even if you're not plus size, a lot of their clothes are kind of androgynous looking. Also, one of my favorite clothes, and believe it's one of my favorite clothing shops, I believe it's just in the Midwest, is Ragstock. They kind of have a hippie-ish vibe, but most of their clothes, I'd say, maybe besides crop tops, are pretty gender neutral. And don't be afraid from wearing button-downs. Button-downs, I think, especially in 2019 and the last few years, have become more gender neutral. And also buttoning it up to most of the way to the top, maybe just leaving one. I'd also recommend binding, unless you are smaller chested. In my experience, I have 30A size, so I don't always need to bind when I'm wearing looser clothing. However, it can be very gender affirming and also just really create a more masculine experience. And shoes, obviously, if you're gonna wear heels, that's gonna come across as feminine. Shoes like Uggs are gonna come across as feminine, but it's pretty easy to buy shoes that are more gender neutral. I'd say if you're going for tennis shoes, Adidas Superstars are some of my favorite shoes. I think those are gender neutral in my opinion. Nike have a lot of gender neutral shoes. Boots like Doc Martens, or like, you know, there are some like ankle boots that if you buy them in rubber, I know Converse All-Stars have some really good ones that are gender neutral. I would say beanies are somewhat gender neutral, but it depends on your hair. Also, just a word of advice for hair, if you're trying to give a more masculine approach to your hair, ask for your back of your hair to be squared off, and also for your hairdresser to leave this little bit here. And then when it comes to makeup, I think, you know, a little bit of concealer or foundation doesn't hurt if you are comfortable with that. I think, you know, some clear lip gloss or something is fine, some lipstick that is close to your natural color, but the biggest thing, even if you're not a makeup person, is filling in your eyebrows. I don't have any makeup on right now, but in most of my videos and Instagram photos, I have my eyebrows filled in. If you naturally have thicker eyebrows, obviously I'm a redhead, so I have like no eyebrows, but if you naturally have eyebrows that are actually there, not like my albino ass, just messing them up helps a lot. Glasses, I wear glasses. I would say a lot of square or rectangular glasses are the best rather than round, and also avoid wireframe. And also just a little thing, I have really bad nails, but because I bite them, but getting like a little bit of a manicure, putting clear paint on, just taking good care of your nails is just a good piece of advice across the board. When it comes to belts, try to have the most basic kind of belts, in my opinion, and I would say stay away from bright colors. If you're assigned male at birth, I think scarves can be a really good thing, especially if you kind of want to like not accentuate your chest area. Having a big scarf can be more androgynous. So those are my opinions and my tips. This is from my own experience, having kind of an androgynous style for the last few years, and just what I've noticed in others. Of course, you can do whatever you want, and that's kind of what I want to do with this video, is you can dress however you want, no matter how you identify. I support you, but these are just my tips and my experience. So thank you for watching. I hope it could help someone out there, and subscribe if you want to hear more videos like this.